Yo, what's going on, guys? KrispyFlakes here. For today's video, we're doing a 2.5 season rebuild of the Los Angeles Clippers based off of the big trade rumor that kind of popped up in the media involving Blake Griffin and Karl Anthony Towns. Basically, like, the logistics behind this trade is that they would just swap each other, you know, each player on each team. So I do want to talk a little bit about this trade before I actually do the rebuild portion, just because I do have a lot to say. So let's go ahead and talk about the Timberwolves first, man. Like, I do not understand why they would do this trade. I mean, Blake Griffin just signed a 5-year max contract. He's 28 years old. He is a great player, like, when he actually does play. Like, look at his numbers, guys, throughout his career. He's always been, like, a 20-point per game scorer. He's added the 3-ball to his game as of late. Never been a great, you know, defender at the power forward position. Never been a spectacular rebounder, although early on in his career, he used to grab rebounds. I really don't know what happened since then. He just kind of stopped doing that. But at the same time, he's injury prone. He's injury prone like crazy. It seems like every single year you can expect Blake Griffin to get himself an injury. But really, like, all I see with this trade is the reason they would do this is maybe they want to speed up the process of having veteran leadership is in their locker room. I mean, you got Jimmy Buckets, who's 20. You got Blake Griffin. Of course, Karl Anthony Towns is younger. Andrew Wiggins is younger. Now, personally speaking, if the Timberwolves were able to, you know, swap Andrew Wiggins for Blake Griffin somehow, I think that would be very beneficial for both teams, because Andrew Wiggins, you know, this season, I mean, he's not really shooting very efficiently out there, and I just feel like he might need a change of pace because he is kind of like that third option on that team now. So I'd love to see him to go to a team like the Clippers and kind of start that rebuild process there. But at the same time, if you are a Clippers fan and this trade happens, you guys are lucky as hell, man, because Karl Anthony Towns is a fantastic player. He's only 22. He's so cheap. He's still on his $6 million contract for the next 2 seasons. Looking at his numbers, you know, 20 point per game score, 12 rebounds. His defense is, you know, his shot blocking abilities actually, they're not always the best, you know, on-ball defender, defending players in the post, but, you know, his shot blocking is definitely coming along throughout his entire career, really. Shooting 41% from 3, which is fantastic, you know, for a big guy. Being able to stretch the floor from the big man position, you know, a center or power forward, is absolutely great. So, yeah, you, of course, want Karl Anthony Towns on this team. So, here we go, man. Let's start this rebuild, though, see what it's all about. And there's definitely a few, you know, minor changes I want to do with this team to start out. But honestly, man, you look at the roster right here. I am going to assume no injuries because, of course, I like to see these teams at max potential, max efficiency based off if everybody was healthy on the team. So we are going to assume that here. But yeah, so I think first and foremost what I want to do, I like the idea of DeAndre Jordan around Karl Anthony Towns, just because I feel like DeAndre can kind of focus more, you know, on the shot block and the rebounding in the paint. You know, tossing allows him. Karl Anthony Towns can kind of be more of a perimeter-oriented player. So I am actually going to shift Karl to the power forward position. He instantly goes up to a 90 overall. I think he could really excel there, man. Being a 7-footer can be a huge matchup issue for really any other power forward in the NBA. And there's less, like, defensive responsibilities at power forward, opposing to beating up with, you know, beating up guys in the middle and everything in the paint, just because from the power forward position, a lot of guys are stretch fours these days, so you just gotta be able to, you know, be quick out there and keep your hands up on defense and just stop guys from shooting threes. So I'm really interested to see what he can do right there. As far as the rest of the team goes, we got Sweet Lou out here running the shooting guard position, playing like the best 6-man ever, but I might actually start him out here just because he's been playing that fantastic. Gallinari, he's one player that I'm probably going to focus on trading. When he does play, he's a pretty good scorer out there, but at the same time, I think he got a bitch-ass contract, guys. His contract situation is, yeah, $20.56 million. So, I mean, we could take this one of two ways. Like, we could look to compete this season, which I think this team is definitely in a position to do that. They're only, you know, they're only in the 9th spot. And these three right here can be something special. Patrick Beverley, a nice 3-and-D point guard out there. So, I think Gallinari is a player that needs to go. I really just like to shed his cap space and maybe go for a small forward after the season. So I think I will do a trade of that. Austin Rivers, probably a 6-man for me off the bench on a 1-year deal. He does have a player option, but for $11 million, definitely not too bad. Can play multiple positions out there. We got Teodosic, a great, you know, European player that really is a great playmaker and everything. So let's do a trade of Gallinari. Any more bitch-ass contracts lurking up in here? Not really, man. Like, the contract situation is pretty damn good on this team. Yeah, I can definitely roll with this, man. No bitch-ass contract. We'll do a future first-round draft pick here, too. See what this gets us. And, you know, we can bring back JJ Redick. Not really looking to do that. Mirotic, I know they've been looking to, like, get rid of him off the bowl, so putting him at small forward. We got Robin Lopez bitch-ass contract, though, which ain't great. We do have money to spend, though. Here we get J.R. Smith, Kyle Korver, Noah Chandler Parsons. I mean, that's one bitch-ass contract for another bitch-ass contract. Both 29 and both injury-prone players. Not doing that. Kent Bazemore, Sam Whiteside, Dwight Howard, Derek Favors. Yeah, I mean, Spencer Dinwiddie would be kind of interesting. We really don't need another point guard, though. Will Barton, how tall is he? He is 6'6", so we could do Will Barton. I almost call him Bill Barton for some reason. Put him at small forward as a 6'6" player, be another shooter on this team, only on a 1-year deal. We do get Kenneth Faried for 2 seasons, which he can still bring like good rebounding off the bench and just kind of be one of those hustle guys out there. So Tobias Harris, he'd be a nice fit, but people would be like, yo, Chris, but you always be getting Tobias Harris. But yo, that's actually a nice fit, man. That's actually a nice fit. Damn, I actually really want to do Tobias Harris on this team. I feel like there's no better fit. Just like his ability to shoot and everything like that. He's shooting 43% nearly from 3 this season. $60 million contract. We do get a 20 first-round draft pick. We get rid of the contract to Neil Gallinari. Which in theory, like, the contracts are pretty much the same, but Tobias Harris is the 80-plus player. So I think I'm going to do this trade. Thanks, it's been a while since I've got Tobias one of my rebuilds. So I'm going to do that trade, guys. I really like the Will Barton one, too, but this one just seems like a better fit because we will put him at the power forward position, or small forward position, instantly goes to an 83 overall player. His offense is going to be amazing for him out there. So here we go, guys. This is what the team is looking like this season so far, and it's looking pretty damn good. I have no idea how this team will actually finish in the Western Conference, but I do think, because we don't really have, like, a ton of money owed out to people right now. I know next season I'll probably not bring back DeAndre Jordan. I might like to get an upgrade at the point guard position. If we get like a Chris Paul or... Well, wait, I can't bring Chris Paul back to the Clippers. I could, but I'm not going to. Maybe we'll look for a trade or something like that. But yeah, the bench is looking good, man. Overall, this team is looking pretty crispy. So if you're a Clippers fan and this trade were to happen, that'd be some good things going forward. So let's go ahead and simulate the rest of this season and see just how good this Karl Anthony Towns Clippers team could really do. Okay, so I've been offered actually a pretty great trade right here by the Wizards. Otto Porter straight up for DeAndre Jordan. So DeAndre really doesn't want to be on the Clippers anymore. So this is definitely a trade I want to look at here because they're both 3-star players. But what would happen is Otto Porter, who is another great 3-point shooter, shooting 44% this season, he would go to the small forward position, put Tobias back at the 4 and Cat back at the 5 spot. And it really gives us a really young team to really develop going forward. So we get rid of DeAndre Jordan. It does make us more of a quicker team, I would say, and a better shooting team, no doubt. So I think I'm going to try this out, guys. I think I'm going to go with this trade. You know, Otto Porter is 6'8", so he's definitely got the height for defense. I don't know if he plays good defense or not, but it's just something different. I never really tried Otto Porter on a rebuild before, so let's do this trade right here, get him on the team. And what we are going to do is make that switch real quick. So we will put Cat back at the 5 spot, which it's just natural position anyway, so it's like not that big a deal. Goes back to 89, that's fine. Tobias, well, actually, what looks better, man? Do we want Otto at the 4 spot, or do we want Tobias? Okay, so he goes down to 78, so we're not doing that. Tobias just goes down 1 rating points, so put him back to his natural position. So this is what the team is now looking like. Yeah, so it's a bit different. It's a bit different, but the idea of getting Otto Porter on this team, I think, is definitely great. And we have the money to spend anyway. Plus, we don't got to re-sign DeAndre Jordan, who is usually like a max contract player on this game. So let's go ahead, guys, and simulate the rest of this season. Okay, so we did clinch a playoff spot. We win this last game against the Lakers. Then we could move up a few spots, potentially simulate through date. And we do take an L in the season. It's all good. Stephen Curry MVP. We got Ben Simmons Rookie of the Year. JJ Barea 6-man on the Pistons. Andre Drummond, Chris Dunn. Okay. All-NBA first team, All-NBA second, All-NBA third. We do have... okay, so we do have Karl Anthony Towns on there. So that's always nice to see. But here we go. Let's check out these player stats on the season, see how everybody did out there. So Lou Williams continue to dominate you, about 22 points per game, 6 assists. We got Karl Anthony Towns at 20 points, getting the 12 rebounds, few assists out there, 1-2 blocks a game. Tobias Harris at a nice 19 points and 6 rebounds. Otto Porter did great. You know, he had really a nice all-around game at that small forward position. Bench did good. So, yeah, guys, I'm happy with how this team is turning out so far. I mean, I think it's something that by that second or third season of this rebuild, we can really develop it and maybe really go for a championship. Not really sure yet, but we'll see how that all goes. First round, Houston Rockets. I don't plan on getting past them, but stranger things have happened on this game. Simulate through date. And, well, okay. God damn, 2K, you couldn't give me one freaking win? God damn! Give us a little push going forward. Something to freaking hang our heads about. Wait, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Do you hang your heads in doubt or when you're happy? I don't know, man. My head's just constantly being hung. Otto Porter, 26 points, 10 rebounds in the closeout game, 17 for Sweet Lou, 16 for Tobias. See, yeah, okay. We good. Simulate the rest of the playoffs. I'm wondering how much money Lou Williams is going to want, because that is going to be a big factor if we are able to re-sign him or not. Because we definitely want to improve at, you know, the point guard position also. We are going to skip on the NBA draft because it's not going to be a great pick anyway, so we'll see what we end up getting right here. And we get Jaren Jackson Jr. from Michigan State. I thought he went to I might be thinking of somebody. I thought he went to Vanderbilt. I think I'm thinking of somebody else, though. All right, we'll get him on the team, though. Team player options. Okay, so Patrick Beverley. We have a team option on him for $5 million. If anything, he's good trade bait. Austin Rivers for, you know, $12, $13 million. I probably will look to trade him this season, but all these guys will accept back. And let's go to qualifying offers. What do we got here? Montreal Harrell for $2 million. You can't be, you can't get better than that for a 77 overall power forward. So bring him back to the team. Moratorium period. Okay, this is where things are going to get a little bit interesting. So DeAndre Jordan is a free agent. I really don't want to bring him back to the team. We do have bird rights on Lou Williams, but he's looking to get paid finally. He is the highest rated shooting guard available right now. I'm just wondering how much his rating will go down going forward. We have Avery Bradley, who is a 4-star system player. He's 27. He's 4 years younger. We could go Lou Williams at point guard and Bradley at shooting guard, I suppose, for some defense. As far as point guards go, we got Isaiah Thomas out there. I don't know if you want to go to the Clippers or not. It's kind of a lot of money. We got Derrick Rose. We can sign him up for a 1-year deal. Maybe see what that works out. But for the most part, man, not a ton I'm loving here. I'm really not. Let me get Lou Williams back for sure. That's actually not a bad contract, man. Like, for what he brings to this team, that's not a lot of money to have to spend. Point guards, kind of go with Pat Beverly. I might see what other things are offered out there, though, in the trade market. I mean, Chris Paul, okay, I can't even afford Chris Paul, so let's, we're gonna say screw that. Let's get Derrick Rose on this team, though, guys. See what we can do for a few seasons out here. Our bench unit, probably pretty solid. Just not a ton going on. Aaron Gordon, how could I fit Aaron Gordon on this? Man, I could really go for, like, a ballin'-ass lineup, man. Put Aaron Gordon at the 3 and put, like, Otto Porter at the 2 spot. And, oh, my God, and put Lou at the 1. You know what, man? I know he's a restricted free agent, but I'm going, okay, well, I guess I'm not doing shit, man. I can't afford him. I can't afford him. All right, whatever, man, whatever. Carmelo as a small forward on this team. He wants too much bitch-ass money too, man. Okay. Paul George, Kevin Durant. I mean, you want to come to L.A.? How about the Clippers, man? It's the same building. Now, we'll see how this works out here. Lou Williams, get him back. Derrick Rose, can we afford him? We cannot. But we could renounce some rights here. Let's get rid of these guys. Might be able to afford Derrick Rose now. Still can't. Not that I want him all that much anyway. You know what, man? Screw it. I really don't want him all that much. Let me go ahead, guys, and simulate the beginning of the regular season. We're going to look at some trade. Oh, yo, Zach LaVine. Okay, damn, dude. So, yo, we got to have a bitch-ass contract out there to trade. Austin Rivers. Let's see what we can get for him now, guys. Toss in the future first. I want to toss in 2 of them, actually, just to, like, see if we are able to, get a really good point guard out here. Chris Middleton, Deladova, not really feeling that. Damn, not like any, like, amazing point guards. Buddy Hield? And then run Lou Williams at the 1 spot? I can kind of roll with that, I think. Something different. Jeremy Lin. Drew Holiday, he's too much money. Eric Gordon's okay. Jeff T, he's all right, too. You know what, man? I think I'm going to try out... Who was I saying? Yeah, Buddy Hield. I want to see what he's all about, man. Like, I'm really just going to... I'm going for, like, a run-and-gun style of team. We get Scal out there who can play, power forward or center. So let me go ahead, guys. I'm going to get Buddy Hield on this team, see what he's all about. Okay, so this is what our team is looking like going into the second season. Lou Williams at point guard, Buddy Hield at shooting guard. We got Otto Porter, Tobias at the forward spot, and also Karl Anthony Towns at center. Team is looking a lot better this season, in my own humble opinion. For our bench, we got Patrick Beverly, who is actually going to run the shooting guard position, but kind of like a combo guard. Bring some defense, bring the three-point shooting. We got Lobby Sayer out there. I call him Scalabrine, Teo Dosich, and Jeff Withy to round out the center position in our rotation. So let's go ahead, guys. I don't really have any big-time trades to make this season. I think after this season, it's all about more development and everything like that. So let's go ahead and simulate the season and see just how good this Clippers team can really do. Okay, so some big improvements for this second season. A record of 54-27. One more game against the Suns. If we win this game, we could potentially move up to the 3rd spot in the Western Conference, similar through date, and we get a W on the season. So I think we actually ended with a nice little win streak there, too. So this is what all this stuff is looking like. For everybody likes to see all the awards and everything. Where's okay, Carl All-NBA second team this time around. I've not seen Blake Griffin anywhere unless I'm blind, but I don't think I have. All right, so we are actually the 3rd seed in the Western Conference. Player stats on the season. Let's see how everybody played together. So Karl Anthony Towns scoring down a little bit. It makes sense, though. Buddy Hield actually is a very nice, pleasant surprise, being an 18-point-per-game scoring, getting 5 rebounds, and a few assists out there, too. Of course, Karl Anthony Towns put up the numbers. Tobias Harris, 17 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Lou Williams, 15 points, getting about 6 assists at the point guard position. Otto Porter did some nice things out there, too. So, yeah, guys, overall, team balling out. As far as the playoffs, I do expect a little bit of a run right here. Like, if we get knocked out first round of the freaking playoffs, I'm going to be pissed off at 2K. But it's not going to happen, man, because we're ballers, man. 55 wins. That's a nice record, man. Simulate through date. Oh, no, wait. Simulate current round. And. All right, so. Oh my God. Y'all about to blow that bitch-ass 3-1 lead? Oh, my God. Okay, we good, though, guys. We're moving on. We're moving on to the second round against Houston Rockets, who freaking swept us last season. Yo, Brian Scalabrine, 21 points out there, balling. Okay, here we go. Houston Rockets, simulate current round. Don't get... God, bitches! Houston! Why y'all is doing this shit to me, man? Every goddamn video, man. You're the new bitch-ass Warriors. Oh, my God, dude. Chris Paul, why can't you win no playoff series when you was the Clippers point guard? But you going out here with the Houston Rockets and dropping 17 assists. All right, you know what? I'm actually curious what kind of numbers you put up on the Rockets compared to the Clippers. Come on, where are those numbers at? Come on, man, where are we at? Well, that's efficiency, career stats. Okay, so the numbers was actually a bit better on the Clippers, but that's beside the point. That's beside the point. Here we go. Simulate. Yo, we got the Bulls in the playoffs. Bitch-ass Durant must have went there. It's only... Wow. Yo, Bulls out there actually just, like, really playing good basketball. Okay. Respect to them. Simulate playoffs and see who wins it all. We do have Golden State winning it, so let's go on to this final offseason. Not a ton to be done. We're just going to hope for good player progression, everything like that. Let's go ahead and go straight to the rookie signings. And as far as, like, signing a player, I mean, Otto Porter, I can see what kind of value he has just so we really want to make that next push. But I think he'll be fine for us. Team player options. Buddy Hield, we are going to accept his deal. Scal Sandarius is a 75 overall player. Juwan Evans, get him back on the team too. And let's go to qualifying offers. Taylor Dosich, we are going to extend it. Karl Anthony Towns, hopefully he signs his. It's a $10 million deal. So, but I can see if he wanted that max contract too. So we're going to bring back all these players. Moratorium period. LeBron James, we got Karl Anthony Towns. Oh, I forgot Tobias Harris is also a free agent. Dang, dude. Okay, so for small forwards, of course you want LeBron James, but I'm not going to go for him because I don't think he would ever go to the Clippers. You know, we could go for Paul Millsap. We already have the bird rights on Tobias, and I feel like Millsap's rating is going to drop anyway. So, yeah. Yo, who's this? Thaddeus Young? Okay, yeah, let me get Tobias back. Give him that deal. Hopefully he signs for us. Hopefully he does. Karl Anthony Towns, I'm going to wait on him. Okay, so we do get Tobias back on the team. As far as other stuff out here, you know, Kemba Walker, don't really need him for any reason. Well, wait. Because we do need a point guard. Our shooting guard, I forgot who my shooting guard is already, which ain't like a good indicator. Yo, who's my shooting guard on my team? Oh, I guess it's Buddy Hield, who actually had a really nice season. Lou Williams, we could put him back to like a 6-man spot. So what kind of point guards do we actually have? I saw Kemba Walker out there. Not sure I'm really feeling him all that much this video, though. Darren Collison, he would be serviceable for us. How much money does he want? Not too much, actually. 31. I think he played for the Clippers once upon a time. Rubio would actually be a decent fit for his defense. Give him a little bit of money, too. So would I rather have Darren Collison or Ricky Rubio? Ricky Rubio is a bit younger. Darren Collison's rating will probably drop to like a 79 overall for the season. I guess I can't do it. You know, I'd rather just keep these players on my team. You know what, guys? I'm not going to get Rubio on the team. I really don't need him all that much. I'm fine with Sweet Lou just starting at point guard. So I'm actually going to go ahead and just simulate the rest of this offseason. Okay, so this is what the final lineup looks like. Lou Williams, Buddy Hield, Otto Porter, Tobias Harris, and Karl Anthony Towns. Our bench, I actually signed a few minimum guys out there. So I got Gerald Green, who is a 77 overall at the small forward position. I got Tyson Chandler to bring like some shot blocking and rebounding and just that veteran presence in the locker room. We still got Scalabrine out there. We got Juwan Evans, who is going to run back a point guard. 74 overall, so I was kind of okay with that. But yeah, so this team right here, you know, they definitely have developed very nicely. And it's definitely a team that I think could make a serious playoff run. I don't know if they're quite championship material, but at the same time, Karl Anthony Towns, he is... well, he's only 23. Oh my God, I was going to say he's like 27 at this point and ready to lead a team. But yo, 23 is still pretty dang young. But let's go ahead, guys, simulate this season and see just how good this Clippers team can really do. Okay, so for the final season, a record of 50-31, which is good enough for 4th place in the Western Conference. But honestly speaking, like if you look at the 3rd through 8th seeds right there, it's actually a really close race. So the season does not mean all that much, I suppose. Simulate through day tier, and we finished with a win on the season. So MVP Stephen Curry yet again. Zion Williamson, Nikola Mirotic getting 6-man on the Kings. Giannis defensive player, and Grant Robinson III, most improved on the Portland Trail Blazers. I actually really like that fit a lot. Like I think he'd be a nice player for that team. NBA teams, I do not see Karl Anthony Towns this time around. So maybe he took a little bit of a step back this season. But also one team I've not really been seeing doing a lot of things out there is the Timberwolves. Like, let me check out my player stats real quick. Then I want to see how Blake Griffin, like the numbers he's putting up over there for the T-Wolves. So looking at our player stats, we do have Buddy Hield, who's continuing to be a great scorer for this team at about 20 points per game, 6 rebounds and 4 assists. Karl Anthony Towns seems like his scoring is going down a little bit each season, which is not a great indicator. But we got a lot of, you know, we got 7 players out here averaging 10 points or more. So the ball movement on the team is really spectacular. The assists, like nobody's averaging a ton of them besides Lou Williams at about 7 a game, which is like respectable. But everybody's averaging at least a few assists, which just means that the ball movement is on point and extra crispy here, man. But here we go. Oh, actually, I did want to check out the Timberwolves also. So let's go to the player stats there and see what kind of numbers Blake Griffin's been putting up out of curiosity. So still like scoring really nicely out there. I mean, I don't see how this team is doing so bad. Like, how is this team not in the playoffs? You even got Jeff Teague, who I guess is like, he's only 31. I mean, he's not putting up good numbers though at the starting point guard position. You got Tricky Trey out there. Tyus Jones is pretty good. So I don't know what's going on with this team. It's just not going very well. And 3-point percentage is still like around what his career average is. So it's respectable, I guess. But here we go. First round of the playoffs, because we are in the playoffs. We do have I'm blind. Where are we? The Phoenix Suns, who are in the playoffs, which is kind of surprising. But here we go, simulate current round, and oh no, fuck! I'm sorry, Suns. God damn. Oh my God. Because I had this great joke. I was gonna say Suns, but as soon as we went, I was thinking, who's your daddy? Because the Suns, S-O-N. But you are my daddy. I don't want to call you all my daddy. Come on, man. The Clippers curse is real. Anybody that says it's not doesn't freaking know, man. Oh my God, dude. The Clippers, Buddy Hield. You ain't my buddy. You ain't my friend. Out of that 1 for 12 bitch ass shooting out there. Who next, man? Who? Sweet Lou. You playing like freaking Sweet Pooh, man. And I ain't talking Winnie the Pooh. I'm talking ass. All right. Some of the playoffs, guys. I don't know, man. I liked how the team came together. I thought I did a good job this rebuild, especially, you know, switching things up a bit. But yet again, we got a Cleveland Golden State Warriors finals. So, I don't know, man. Anyway, hope you guys all enjoyed the video. Be sure to drop that like and hit that subscribe button if you are new to my channel. Peace out, my friends.